Hey everyone, and welcome to another Hearthstone Arena run. This time around, I've polled the chat, and the chat has said, Priest.
The light shall bring victory.
I have a deep-seated hatred for Priest. I'm just looking at his face right now. I want him to burn in the deepest parts of hell. But the chat wants Priest, and Priest it is. That's an easy choice. Alarmbot's terrible. Bloodseer Corsair works. I mean, for a 1-mana card, I guess he's like not horrible, but I mean, it's a 1/2 for 1 that removes 1 durability, and there's no guarantee it's going to be a weapon. So Light Warden is amazing in Priest decks, especially if you can heal it up. So really, really good card. Easy choice. Divine Spirit, Shadow Word, Death. All these cards are so good in a Priest deck. Acolyte Pain is a good draw card if you can protect it, and if you can combo with it, which you most assuredly can in a Priest deck. They're very good at keeping creatures alive and healing through them, so this is actually a really good card for draw. This one is really hard to pass up. You generally only need about 1 of these in your deck, sometimes 2, but generally just 1 is enough. Hopefully I get 1 later. I think the choice is between these 2, and I think Divine Spirit is so paramount to Priest deck that I'll have to go for it, just because it's so freaking good. Mind Blast, Crockless, and Mind Vision. I'm getting a lot of spells. The River Crockless is not, it's okay. It's about an average card. I mean, it's a 2/3 for 2. It just has no effects or anything. It definitely works, but I'm going to get more minions available. Mind Blast, again, is okay. It's kind of like a finisher, or I want to get rid of some of their HP type thing, but not necessarily to the play. Mind Vision is good. It can work well. It can work horrible, or it can work amazing. I think it's actually a really, really good card that actually gives you a lot of play potential, especially if played at the right time when they have, you know, if you're getting to that point when you feel like they're holding on to a card for a long time, you know it's a valuable card, you can steal it away. Mind Blast is good, but I think I'm going to go for Mind Vision because I don't know if I'm going to be able to combo the Mind Blast later. Circuit of Healing, not that great of a card. Brewmaster is fantastic, and Murloc Tidehunter is okay. I think the Brewmaster is great. Not as great in a Priest deck because you're not really running too many Battle Cries, but it does save Clerics. I can bring the Light Warden back and put it back down on the field if it's about to die, depending on how much HP it has remaining. Circuit Healing is okay, but again, not that great of a card. You have plenty of healing in your deck with your Hero Power and other spells along the way. I have I have 2 spells, so definitely need minions between these 2, and I'd rather have the Brewmaster. Dwarf, Ooze, and Lord of the Arena. This card is great. This card is also great. This card is good, but it's pretty low HP for a 6-mana taunt. It's a lot of damage, definitely, and it usually trades at least 2 for 1. But there are better taunts out there, especially since I can buff up smaller taunts with the spells that I have, or hopefully we'll end up having. The Dwarf's good. I have a lot of 2s, a lot of 1s. Let's grab the Dwarf. Light Spawn, Tiger, and Loot Hoarder. The Light Spawn is it's not the greatest, but it definitely is good. The great thing about the Light Spawn is when you can buff it up as a priest, you hit it with Divine Spirit, it's a 10/10. The downside of the Light Spawn is no matter what, attack is always equal to its health. So the more it trades, the less effective it is, which is one of the biggest things. Tiger's okay. It's a 5/5 for 5 with stealth. It works out really well, and Loot Hoarder is also a good card. I'm getting pretty good draw so far. I have 2s again. I think I'll go for the Light Spawn. Yeah. Doctor, Boar, and Smite. The Boar's poop is a big poop. It works really only in Hunter decks. The Doctor has a heal, which definitely can combo with other things at 2/1. The Smite is great for board control. I have 2 spells. The Smite wouldn't really be that bad, honestly. Either way, it's a spell or a 2/1 minion. This helps with really good early, and heals up minions, which could combo with the Light Warden, and also could combo with the Cleric if I get one. The Smite helps a lot. I think I'll go with the Smite. I'm pretty spell heavy right now, though. Thoughtsteal. This card is weird. It's kind of hit or miss. You can get some really good cards with it, or you can get some total poop. I mean, there are some cards that really only work in a certain deck, and if you get them in your deck, you're not really going to be able to use it for anything. But you do get 2 cards. I mean, it's a card that draws 2 cards in the enemy deck, which, I mean, effectively makes your deck 31 cards instead of 30, because you're pulling from another person's deck. Stormbright Commando is okay. It's a 4-2 for 2 with a 2 battle cry, which is good for clearing the board. Razorfin Hunter is also really good. It's a 3 mana. I don't have any 3 manas actually. And Thought Steal also pretty good. I think I'm gonna go for the Hunter. Panther, Lightspawn, Raptor. As far as the split goes, I already have 1 Lightspawn. I don't know if I want to get another one. I have 1-3. The Raptor's not that great. I think the Panther's pretty darn good, especially since I can buff up its HP. Lightspawn's there. I don't know, that Lightspawn I'm not a huge fan of. They work really well, but against a really good opponent, they usually end up either silencing it, which makes it useless, or they end up just trading for it, which makes it weaker and weaker the more the trades. It's not really a card that lasts long, but can do a lot of damage if you can Divine Spirit it, or just the +2 health and draw a card. So it works out either way. Let's get some 3s. Ho, no! I have Valen. Gruul's okay. He's better in a priest deck because you can increase his HP, keep him alive for longer. The beast is again okay. It's a 9/7 for 6. It's really good in hunter decks. It's not that great anywhere else. There's a lot better legendaries. I'd rather have Hogger for 6 mana. And since I am a priest, I think Valen is really the only choice here. So let's grab up Valen. Now keep this in mind. This doubles healing and damage of spells, which now means that if I go for Shadow Mind Blast, or if I go for any other damaging spells, this will increase my Holy Smite if I get it late. Shadow Word Pain is pretty much compulsory here. This is an okay card, but I don't really need it. And the Ogre Magi is a 4. I have a 4. I have 2 4s already, and I don't really need it. And this card's just way too good to pass up. Frost Elemental 5/5 for 6 that freezes a character. Silverborn Guardian is a 3/3 with Divine Shield for 4. That ends up hitting that. I don't have any 6s right now. Thrallmar is okay. A little bit better in a priest deck so you keep it alive, but it's not necessarily the best. If I get Shadow Form with this, it'd be great. That'd be awesome. Awesome! I think I'll go with the Elemental, honestly. I don't have any 6s. The 4 would be good. I like that. My curve's interesting right now, but I think this will help me out a lot. Holy Nova, War Golem, or Northshire Cleric? Holy Nova's great. Northshire Cleric is also great. I have no 5s. I have very heavy spells. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 spells. Spell heavy in a priest deck is not really that bad, just because you can make 1 minion worth more than others. I don't need the 7 at all. It's been the Cleric and the Nova. The Cleric is just so good, but the Nova is too. I have a lot of start here. I think I'm just going to take the Cleric because it'll help me combo into these. Ugh. I feel icky with this pull. The Wisp is like the worst card ever, and I hate it so much. The Wind Fury Harpy is okay. It's probably average, I guess. It's a 4/5 with Wind Fury for 6 mana. The stats are there, but it usually just dies. You get 8 damage out of it if you get the opportunity to attack something that doesn't kill it. The Leper Gnome is probably the only card that's not horrible here. It's a 2/1 that deals 2. It's another 1 mana drop. I have a lot of 1s. And because of that, I'm leaning towards the Harpy. Just because I have so many cheap cards here. My draw is interesting. The Wind Fury Harpy is it's okay, I guess. I don't know, I have a lot of 1s. I'm hoping I get better 6s or 5s or 7s than this, because the Harpy's pretty poopy, so I think I'll just take the Gnome. Oh, that draw. This card's bad. I think I have to take the 4 now after that Leper Gnome. This... okay. Alright, buddy. Alright. Alright, buddy. Friend. I played terrible. Gurubashi Berserker! This is probably the easiest choice I've had thus far. Or one of. I don't need another 3. The Panther's okay. The board's terrible. And this card is so amazingly fantastic in a Shaman or in a Priest deck. It's so good in a Priest deck. So that's an easy choice. Plus I have no 5s. Silverhand Knight also very, very good. I have a good... I don't really have that many 3s. I actually have 2 3s, a Hunter and a Panther. But the Hunter versus the Silverhand is pretty darn good. And I have a lot of cheap cards that'll calm me up. So I think I'll take the Silverhand Knight. Ooh. Again, the Gurubashi's really good. And I do have a pretty interesting curve here. But the Mind Control is probably too hard to pass up here. Oh, my curve is so weird. It's actually not that bad. Distribution is pretty good, especially in a priest deck. I'll have spells to keep myself going, plus my hero power will survive me through the middle. This is not even on my mind right now. The Gurbash is very good. The mind control's just too good. The Warden is fantastic in a priest deck. Loot Hoarder is okay. I have a decent amount of 2s already. I only have 1/2 minion though. The Light Warden. If I get the Light Warden, the Cleric, and the Gnome early on, that'll definitely carry me into the mid game. But the Warden really combos well. Do I have anything to combo with the Warden right now? I do not have the card, the 1-mana card that swaps over the health and damage. This card is very good in a priest deck if you have the cards necessary to combo with it. I currently don't. I'll have 11 cards left after this. Chances of me getting it, I don't know. Will I get it? Maybe. If I don't, is this going to be helpful? Probably not. The damage is low. This card by itself is terrible. The attack is way too low. It's not going to kill anything. It's not going to trade for anything. It's going to delay you a turn, but that's one of the biggest things about it, is that that's all it does instead of killing things. If you get the cards necessary to work with it, it's great. If you don't, it's a waste. So I think I'm just going to go for the Loot Hoarder for now. There's a Mass Dispel, a Cobra, and a Corsair. These 2 cards are pretty good. The Mass Dispel is good. The Cobra, as far as my 3s go, I have 2 3 manas. I think I'll just take the Cobra. Mass Dispel's nice, but it's not a board control card. Tiger, Dwarf, or Seer. The Dwarf's great. I have 3 4s, 2 5s. Tiger would be great. The Dwarf would make a combo with some of these a lot better. 5/5 for 5 with stealth. I have 2 5s there, plus a mind control and profit for late game. I don't know if I'll need the Tiger. I think the Dwarf's just too good. Yeti! Yeti! I have a lot of 4s. I might go for the Ghoul. There's a lot of ways you can combo for the Ghoul. I don't. What can I trade really? I mean, I could do the Leper Gnome, Light Warden, Cleric, Hoarder, Brewmaster, Cobra, Panther, Razorfen Hunter, and then the thing that spawns. Actually, I might be able to combo with this Ghoul pretty easily. The Yeti is really good. I mean, it's a 4/5 for 4. On turn 4, you put a 5 HP minion down with 4 attack. It survives for a long time, and it's a very powerful card to deal with. The Ghoul, I don't have a whole lot of 3s. I already have a bunch of 4s. I think I'm just going to take the Ghoul. Still, oh, this is actually a really good pull. I still don't have the way to double HP, so that was probably a better call on the Warden for the time being. Divine Spirit's really good. I have 1. The Cleric's really good. I have 1. This is going to combo well with Valen. It'll do 10 damage, which is kind of like a Pyroblast finish for Mage. Divine Spirit and Northshell Cleric will help me with my draw and my ability to survive the mid game. And if I get Valen down with Mind Blast, even if I don't, Mind Blast is really good. How many spells do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spells. That's it. Good amount of minions here. I have 1 Cleric. 2 Clerics is always good. The Clerics are really, really, really good. Mind Blast would work with Valen, and Divine Spirit would help me keep my tanks alive. Do I really have any tanks? I mean, it's going to work with my 1 light spawn. I'm between these 2 right now. The Cleric would be good for draw. The Mind Blast would help me for finishing the game. I have a good amount of minions, so I think the Cleric, Divine Spirit, Cleric, Divine Spirit, Cleric, Divine Spirit. This is a really good pull. These are all really good cards, and they work really well with Flywillant. This would help me keep my minions alive. This would help me draw cards. I already have 1 of them, and the Mind Blast would be for finishing. I think this is probably my best bet. Okay. Farseer would work well with the Cleric. The Ooze is already a great card. Squire I don't really care about, and I'm not going to be able to use it, plus I have a lot of cheap costs. This is a 2, this is a 3. I have more 2s than 3s. Let's take the Farseer. Again, not that great. There's a 2. There's another 6. I only have 1 6. And a lot of 2s and a lot of 3s, so I think I'll take the Elemental. Ooh, doggy! Oh my lord! Are you serious? I have 2 of them. Tinkmaster Overspark's not that bad of a card, especially if you have board control. Nozdormu, pretty good. It's a 9 mana, 8/8. Do I need it? No. I can get another Valen, which would be great. It makes my hero power heal for 4, so I think I might actually just take the Valen just to guarantee that I get him in more games. And he's a 7/7 for 7, which is already, I mean, that's a war golem in and of itself, even if it gets silenced. And if he doesn't, I mean, it's just too hard to pass up. Fairy Dragon, Stormpike Commando, and a Reckless Rocketeer. Dragon's good. I have a lot of 2s. The Stormpike Commando is really good, and the 6 mana 5/2 not that great. Although you can double its HP when you put it down, which would make it a 5/4 with charge. I think I'd rather just have the Stormpike. There's another Mind Control, which makes me happy. I have a lot of minions. My 5s are good. I think the Mind Control is, again, too hard to pass up. Wolf Rider, terrible. Not going to work in a pre-stack. Wolf Rider. Okay. Alright, we're at the bottom of the garbage bin. Terrible, terrible. Doesn't do bad. I mean, it's a crap card. It works sometimes. It's a 2/2 for 2, and it's great if you have it early. It helps you for your next turn. Doesn't survive on the field, and really doesn't help you push forward. But again, it's way better than these 2 pieces of crap. So that's it. That's the final pull. That is it. I got a pretty good curve here. Good early game, good late game. 2 Mind Controls, 2 Valens, 2 Frost Elementals. This is actually not that bad of a deck. This is actually a really good deck, and I'm actually pretty impressed with how this turned out. So nothing to it but to do it. Nothing to it but to do it. I don't have a whole lot of taunts. I have a decent amount of spells. I have a lot of minions, and they're not that bad. The minions are actually pretty good. The Frost Elementals are not really what I wanted, but I mean, it's a thing. I can double the HP of the Ghoul, which makes it awesome, as long as he lives a long time. I'm going to start out with a mage here.
You asked for it.
Okay, I don't need Valen. The Hunter's pretty good, and getting the Cleric first is fantastic. Do I want to keep the Silver Moon? Would I get a spell, possibly? Would I get something worse, possibly? My curve has a lot of 2s and 1s and 3s, so I think it might be worth it to drop that. Okay. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Actually, that's a pretty good draw. This is actually a really good hand. A very good hand. The question is, do I drop the Light Warden first, or do I drop the Cleric? We can drop them both with the coin, which actually wouldn't be that bad. He can only do 1 damage to Fire Blast, and that actually would be a really, really good pull in the beginning. If I just coin into both of these, that's a really strong opening, and then the next turn I can heal either one that doesn't survive. And if I heal both, if I heal one, they both beef up. So that's like a really, really good pull. So let's do them both. Does he have anything to deal with it? Probably not. He can Fire Blast one of them, not going to kill it. He would have to Arcane Explosion. Can he Frostbolt? Yes. Would he Frostbolt one of them? Probably, if he had it. Is it a tough choice? Yes. This gets rid of my draw, this gets rid of my power. So either way, it's tough. This is actually an amazing first pull. An amazing first pull.
I wonder.
I wonder. Okay. Okay. Do I double the Light Warden for attack? Do I double the Cleric for guaranteed pull? I don't know. I can Loot Hoarder for the time being. I don't know what he's going to have or after. I have to use both of them to kill one of these, and that pushes it forward. He's got 4 cards, 1 in play. I have 4 cards, 2 in play, which is good. If I double now, the question is, do I want the Cleric or do I want the Light Warden to last? The Light Warden's going to give me a lot of control, and probably won't die for some time, and every time I heal. He'll have 4 HP though, versus the 6 HP on the Cleric. I can Loot Hoarder now and see what he does, but I don't want to lose either of these, because these two give me pretty significant control in the early stages. That's a big one. Well, first off,
Face the light.
so that's gone. I can double the Cleric, and Cleric's probably the better choice, because I do have a lot of control and a lot of minions coming. Let's do that. The Warden's not really going to be as valuable. I mean, it's going to last a while, hopefully, but we'll see what it does. The Cleric just guarantees that I'll get more minions, especially since I'm playing so many cards early on. Does he have a Polymorph? Maybe. Can he do it this turn? No. Does he have a Frostbolt? Maybe. Can it kill something? Yes, it'll kill this. It won't kill that. If he frostbolts this, I'll just heal it, and then I'll get a bunch of crap. If he doesn't, whatever. I'm kind of glad I actually got 2 of these in my deck instead of 2 clerics. This is actually turning out to be a pretty good early. I have board control right now and a lot. Next turn I can throw this down. Give me more minions. Or that. Fire Blast me because he doesn't want me to heal. I get a Leper Gnome. Oh boy. I want this to survive. Would he have AoE? Maybe. This is kind of like a I'm behind in the board control department and I want something. One of the added indirect effects of these 2 cards being down is that he's not going to put any cards down that allows me to damage them and not kill them. And that's really what's so powerful about Priest with this early pull, is that he's not going to put anything down that's like a 1-1 or a 2-1 or 2-2, because then I can just hit it, heal myself, and gain effectiveness out of draw cards. So he's pretty much just holding on to his cards for the time being, not doing anything with them. I can put both these down, which don't really help me too much. I can put this down. The problem is I don't want him to just wipe it. I mean, put both these down, he wipes them both. I guess they're both death rattles and it puts me further ahead, but Mage has a lot of clear. He can polymorph this turn, which he might polymorph this, but then again he's using a polymorph early on something I don't, really just helps me in the early game. He can Blizzard next turn, which would kill these 2. I can kill that with the Leper Gnome. Not anymore. Okay, cannot be targeted though. This is unfortunate. Loot Hoarder. We can hit this, draw a card, and get this stronger, which I'll probably kill next turn anyway. Since he killed that, I've actually put these both down last turn. That would have been more effective, because then I could have traded for it more easily. Can't target it, unfortunately enough. We can put the Loot Hoarder down. Heal, and then attack for 5. And he'll probably kill this off next turn anyway, since he doesn't want it to live too long.
Right away.
So...
Right away. Mind if I roll me? Face the light.
See what he does. See what he does. He's angry. He is angry. Charge! Gurabashi. Gurabashi would probably be pretty good right now. Charge and a heal. Nothing to heal. Stormpike is good for clearing the board. I don't need it just yet.
Hey, give me that.
So I mean, he used a polymorph pretty early on. I'm already at a 10 HP lead. I have technically 3 cards in play, 4 in my hand. He has 6 in his hand, and I'm ahead of him. Actually, yeah, by 1 card. By 1 card. He doesn't have anything that can kill us right now. He can fire. He can actually fireball it, but again, he's using a fireball and a polymorph this early on cards that aren't really meant to be picked up. Ain't to be picked up. What's he gonna do? He's in a bind. I have a lot of clear. I can use these 2 to do 2 damage to whatever I want. In fact, next turn I can do them both. So if he puts 2 HP minions down or 1, I can kill it off. I can do a charge, or I can fill the board. I'm probably not going to use this just yet. I mean, it's good. Actually, I might. I don't know. If he has a Blizzard or Arcane Explosion would kill 3 things. I put this down.
Time runs out on me.
Yeah, he is what I was expecting. Okay. He just want me to trade it. That's fine. I can do 2, drops it to 3, and then trade those 2. I can do 2, drops it to 3, and trade those 2, and put down a light spawn. 2, and hit this and heal it up. Not gonna be able to do that in 1 turn though. 2 damage. Of course, Blizzard would wipe everything, but keeps it alive for the time being. This would give me more board control.
I wonder.
Charge would also do 3, and it would die. I can kill it with this and draw a card. It leaves me 3 mana, and I can put this down, or heal, or I can trade nothing in the Smite and Wolf Rider. For 4, it leaves me 2. I still have a lot of minions on the field to use.
Choose quickly.
Wolf Rider, Smite.
I've got a huge gun.
4-2-2-1-2-7, and I have 3 minions in my hand. He's got 5 cards in his hand. I have 3 in play, 3 in my hand, so I'm 1 card ahead of him. Still. Does he have a Blizzard? Maybe. Does he have a Lizard? Maybe.
What to do?
A Lizard?
What
Lizard,
to
Lizard?
do?
Is he gonna Lizard me?
I have no
Nope,
time.
he's got a
for
Windrunner. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I need to silence that. Turns out to be a pretty annoying pull. That makes things challenging. It really does. My options here are... I don't really want to kill this off, but if I beef it up and he steals it, I'd be pretty upset. I don't really have any silences. I have to kill this. I can't really do anything else. I don't really have anything in this deck that will prevent me from, you know, removing this Death Rattle. I can freeze it, try to ignore it, but that gives just more things for it to steal. Which actually honestly wouldn't be that bad of a plan. If I freeze it and attack him, and just try and kill him off, and I can Valen next turn. I can Valen after this is dead. Next turn I can fill the board with this crap and just hopefully he steals something bad, so... Probably gonna be my best bet. Let's just go for the win here. Can't do anything with it, unless he fireballs it himself, which then he's using a fireball. So, there's that option. There is that option. So again, next turn I can put 3 crappy minions on the field, and hopefully when I kill it, he ignores it. Or I can do 9, 11 damage next turn, 14 damage next turn. He's going to kill that off, so now I can do 6, 9 damage next turn. So if he didn't kill that, he was dead. Let's see what I draw. A secret! Oh, Priest! Priest, why do you exist, Priest? Priest! Priest, why do you exist? I don't know. If he has a Vaporize, do I want to lose the 4 or the 2? I'll lose the 4 if it's a Vaporize. It's not a Vaporize. Oh my god. Freaking A, dude. Priest. Priest. Priest is such a troll. Such a troll, Priest. Priest, why you do this? Oh god. He just leaves. He just freaking leaves, dude. He's like, nope, done. I'm out.